Hey there, it's Ali Flores again with OrlandoVacation.com. All right, what are we gonna do if you're pregnant at SeaWorld? Well, I'm here to tell you. Well, at least give you some helpful tips and hints. There's a lot of things to take into consideration if you're planning a SeaWorld Orlando vacation during pregnancy. Here are some things. How far along am I? What activities am I still able to do if I go? What should I bring or prioritize during my trip? Well, let's help break it down for you. First, let's break down the different trimesters that you want to consider. First trimester. While most would assume the first trimester would be the best time to attend a theme park, that might not really be the case. Of course, every pregnancy is different. However, one of the first signs of pregnancy, fatigue. Yeah, fatigue in a big way. This is something you'll experience throughout the first and third trimester. This means if you're still itching to get some time in at the park, you might want to plan accordingly. SeaWorld Orlando has partnered hotels that are close to the parks and would allow you to head back to the room if you need some extra rest. During your trip, try to schedule some time to do just that. Even if you rest throughout the day, SeaWorld Orlando is not overwhelming in size, so you'll still have plenty of time to explore. Another thing you may want to avoid is going to the animal exhibits. While this may not be the case for everyone, some may find themselves to be sensitive to smells during pregnancy, and it might be a good idea to take some precautions just in case. All right, second trimester. For the second trimester, it may actually be the best time to consider visiting SeaWorld Orlando. Let's go over why. By the second trimester, most, if not all of that initial tiredness and morning sickness, it's gone, out of here. In fact, most claim to have an increased level of energy. Awesome! This alone would make attending SeaWorld just a bit easier. During the second trimester, you'll also start to notice an increase in appetite. One of the best ways to help combat this during your trip to SeaWorld is to invest in their all-day dining meal plan. This allows guests to have one entree, one side or dessert, and one drink, non-alcoholic of course, every 90 minutes. SeaWorld's all-day dining packs the most bang for your buck across the major Central Florida theme parks. The dining plan also makes it so that you won't have to worry about breaking the wallet while trying to satisfy those cravings. The third trimester. The third trimester of pregnancy may be the worst trimester if you're wanting to attend the parks. As previously mentioned, that feeling of fatigue comes back, and it's angry. You might experience some insomnia, swelling, body aches, and pains. If this doesn't deter you from wanting to travel and experience the parks, let's go over some things you might want to consider doing when going to SeaWorld Orlando. First things first. With this being the third trimester, you definitely want to make sure you have a doctor's appointment. Schedule an appointment with your primary doctor and get an all clear for travel before leaving home. Some airlines require a doctor's note for travel in the later half of the trimester. Now, sometimes you're not going to be asked to provide that information, but it's important to have it on hand just in case. Another thing to consider while visiting the parks during this time is how long you might end up waiting in lines. To help combat this, we do suggest that you consider purchasing SeaWorld's Quick Queue Pass. This allows guests to skip the regular queue line, which will save you time on your feet, a necessity for those in the third trimester, if we do say so ourselves. As the majority of SeaWorld's rides and attractions are unavailable for those that are expecting, we also suggest looking into the reserved seating. This allows guests access to a prime viewing area for shows. Let's go over some general health and good ideas. Always check with your doctor before traveling, regardless of what trimester you might be in. Schedule a checkup just before your departure date, and it can help ease your mind about your health and your vacation. It might also help to bring along a copy of your medical records, again, just in case. Now, discover the things that you can do at SeaWorld while pregnant. Every ride at SeaWorld has an advisory guide. These are very important as they let you know whether those that are pregnant should ride or not. Here's a list of pregnancy-friendly SeaWorld rides and shows. For rides they have Sunny Day Carousel, Turtle Trek, and for shows they have Dolphin Adventures, Orca Encounter, Sea Lion and Otter Spotlight, and the Sesame Street Party Parade. If rides or shows aren't your thing, there's more interactive things you can do while at SeaWorld. There are animal encounters or behind-the-scenes tours that you can take while at the park. And in case you're wanting to stay away from the animals, within Sesame Street Land, they have a bunch of interactive opportunities scattered around the area. And if you're wanting to check out the animals, here are some options. Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin, Dolphin Cove, Dolphin Nursery, Jewel of the Sea Aquarium, Manatee Rehabilitation Area, Manta Aquarium, Orca Underwater Viewing, Pacific Point Preserve, Pelican Preserve, Shark Encounter, and Stingray Lagoon. All right. If you're looking for more tips and tricks for your next Orlando vacation or need help planning, be sure to check out our website at orlandovacation.com, where we offer the best discounted prices and have a variety of blogs to help you make the most of your Orlando vacation. As always, click that like and subscribe button so that you can get notified as soon as we make another video. All right, have a great time in Orlando. Bye-bye.